Hi YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing another mic'd up workout. This time, hopefully a redemption for the last mic'd up workout, which was just outright awful. I was using like a $10 Amazon mic in my last mic'd up workouts, but we have finally invested in a half decent microphone. I'm really excited. I'm also really nervous because I have not tested it out, which means the audio might still suck. It might be even worse, and I have no clue until I go to edit this. Anyway, we are hitting quads today. I am currently hyped up on a copious amount of caffeine. Okay, my energy levels have been non-existent for the last like 10 years of my life. No, I'm just kidding. But for like the last 2 weeks, I have been so fatigued and so tired, and I'm over it. So right before coming here, I took a scoop and a half of pre-workout, which I haven't done in literal years. So if I just start like having a panic attack and excessively sweating, we're just gonna ignore it, okay? We're just gonna work past it. Anyway, that is the intro, I guess. We're gonna start over on leg extensions. There's no music in this room, so it's easiest to explain in here. I'm literally doing like maybe 2 to 3 sets of 30 reps. I'm doing 10 reps with my feet pointed out, 10 reps with my feet neutral, and then 10 reps with my feet pointed in, and then I'll take a break, do another set. And that's just to get blood pumping to my quads. I'm someone who is very glute dominant, so also, my glute dominant girlies, I see you. So it's honestly really hard for me to start activating my quads sometimes. Some days are better than others. Like I said, I took a copious amount of pre-workout. That usually helps because those have some like beta alanine and some other pump products in it that help with blood circulation. So yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you on the leg extension. The last time that I showed doing the out, neutral, and in method, people were asking why. Basically, that very slight hip rotation just helps you engage different parts of your quad. And like I said before, I'm pretty glute dominant, so it's important for me to like make sure I have blood going to all parts of my quad, not just like the center, not just the outer sweep. We're trying to hit it all today. I know I said 30 reps, but I honestly end up not counting. I just go until it burns really bad. I know I do at least 8 reps, sometimes up to like 15 though, if it's like just feeling good. I guess I try not to stop myself too short, especially because it's light and just like a warm-up set anyway. I feel like you guys are capable of hearing my stomach growl right now. On top of the copious amounts of caffeine, I also haven't eaten yet. If you're someone that doesn't want to hit all 3 of these, I would say my favorite and the most important is the internal rotation. That hits that outer sweep, that outer part of your quad. That builds up like the most shape of your quad. Typically, if someone has quote unquote big quads, it's because it comes out from their knee and then inserts back into their hip like a really wide quad. Why did I just hold it while explaining that? That hurts so bad. I understand the appeal, okay? I can see why Sam Selleck made this his whole brand. It's chill, okay? I typically don't work out with other people. I usually work out alone. I'm really out of breath. So I feel like having you guys here and having the mic on, it's like I have a friend. I have a little workout buddy. Okay, I'm just increasing 5 pounds, doing 1 more set. I have a really bad habit. When I film my workouts, I get like really excited. And I also already know like I'm inconveniencing other people. Like obviously having a tripod out and like talking to myself is already a little bit nerve-wracking. So I tend to move really fast and I don't take my like normal amount of breaks. I don't breathe. I don't think. I just do 5,000 sets. Also, okay, it's like obvious, I feel, that Sam Selleck is one of my YouTube inspirations. I feel like he was one of the first fitness influencers in general, to bring back the like really long form, really chill kind of like hangout style, FaceTime style vlogs. But I usually edit myself down because I don't like the awkward pauses, the heavy breathing, all of that. But if you guys like a longer form content, let me know. Like I could easily make these closer to an hour. I just usually tend to cut down my content to be like 20, 25 minutes. I'm gonna put out a poll on Instagram or on YouTube if I can figure out how to do that, of if you rather have like 20 to 30 minute content or like 50 to 60. Let me know. Please always be the person to wipe down your machine, okay? No one wants to sit on your ass sweat. It's not cute. It's just gross. Okay, this is the hip press. It is one of my all-time favorite quad movements. It's kind of like a leg press. It's just more of a like pendulum swing motion than a just straight up and down motion. So this kind of reminds me of like the leg press version of the pendulum squat, which is another great quad builder. I am just feeling far too weak for that today, so hip press it is. Someone left their weights on, but we're just gonna leave whatever they had on as like our warm-up set, and then after this I'm gonna go into 4 working sets of 8 to 12 reps. Trying to increase my weight every round, and then I think on that 4th round we're gonna do a drop set, which I'll explain if and when we get there. I can never figure out how the seat works. Everyone else say push. I got it. Okay, and then like stance-wise, I'm going basically hip, knee, feet all in one line. When you go wider, further up, whatever, you use a little more hamstring and glute. A more narrow stance is going to use, again, that like outer part of our quad, which we really love to hit. I even sometimes turn my toes very slightly in for just that added outer sweep activation. And then you want to bring it in as close to your chest as humanly possible. No half reps here, okay? None of that bitch business. This warm-up set, I'm doing like 15 reps. 14. 15. Nice. Ouchie. Okay. I'm gonna add 1 plate on. I know this is a controversial take. Some people feel the need to constantly have even weights on both sides, but it is all one mechanism, okay? I'm sorry to spoil it for you, but you can put weight just on one side and it'll still add up. So I'm gonna add 1 plate to this side this round, 1 to that one next round. Then I'm gonna add, depending on how that feels, I might add like a 25 or another plate each side for like a really heavy top set, and then we'll do a drop set. I found this new song that I'm going to be listening to on repeat this entire workout. I found it on TikTok. I think it's like a trend right now. But it's called Favorite by Isabel La Rosa. Beautiful. Okay, it like makes you feel hot. And I love feeling hot. Okay, I got this. Okay, we're halfway. I got 6. I'm aiming for 12. Still light-ish, but definitely feeling it. I lost count. 3 more? Question mark? Also, for that like added feeling in your quads, I'm pushing like mostly into like the ball of my foot and my toes. Trying not to push through my heel at all. You'll even see it come up slightly. It's not that I advise that. My ankles are just like really inflexible, so it happens sometimes, but I do try to keep them flat-ish. Okay, come on. 4 more. 3. Oh man, we are sweating. Let me tell you. I don't know if it's the pre-workout or the Texas heat, but I'm dying. If it feels really good, I'm going for 10. If it feels really awful, I'm just doing what I can. Both headphones are going in, so lock-in mode. I will see you guys on the other side. Why? I have no clue how many reps I just did. I think I actually blocked out. That felt really heavy today, probably because I haven't eaten anything. I'm going to do a drop set now once I take a minute to catch my breath. And 6. That's all I can handle. 1 more. Try not to take any rest, sliding 1 off each side, going right back to it. 8 here. One. Same thing, as fast as I can. I know I said 8 here. I think I did my math wrong. I'm just going to go as many as I can. Leave it on the floor. Sure. 10 more? Is that crazy? 8, 7, 6. Now I'm gonna hold on the last one halfway. Okay. I can't feel my legs, dog. They're gone. You could chop them off right now, and I don't think I would even notice. I'm just gonna let the camera run because I literally don't think I could stand up to turn it off right now. Time to crawl out of here. 8. Okay, next up we have our walking lunges. I'm using 30-pound dumbbells. I'm gonna be holding the dumbbells for the first 5 reps each side, and then I'm gonna drop them and do 5 more each side immediately, not taking any break in between. So me burn out a little extra. Sometimes my grip and my arms give out before my actual quads do, so it just gives me the chance to continue pushing past my arms breaking point, technically. Hopefully that makes sense. The only thing form-wise, similar to the hip press, I'm trying to push most of my body weight into like the ball of my foot and my toes, just keeping a lot of my weight moving forward and staying more on my quad, less on ham and glute. So notice I never stand all the way up, and the steps I take are really short distance. Again, all of that just helps me to fatigue my quads. That's the goal here. I'm gonna keep saying it. We want them shits full of blood. That sounds disgusting. Hello, we're back to the leg extension. First round here is really for like warm up. Now we're doing a working superset. I'm going much heavier, like almost triple the weight I had warmed up with. I'm only doing 10 to 15 reps here, 15 if I could really get there, 10 if I'm like tapping out. And then you'll see the superset in 2 seconds, but basically it is a heels up sissy squat. This combo, lethal. Deadly. I'm telling you, if you're going to do anything from this video, this better be the one. I feel like setup on leg extension, on all machines really, but leg extension especially, is so important because depending on like where your seat is and how your quads are being stretched, it changes whether you use closer to your knee, closer to your hips, your actual hip flexors, which should not be the goal. And you also want to make sure you're getting enough range of motion. So always make sure, like, if your machine can go like this, where like your starting position can change, make sure it's as like in as your knees will possibly let you go. Another difference from like the warm-up set to this is I'm actually like squeezing at the top for a split second instead of just going as fast as I can. You really want to like slow and control these. Give it a good like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Okay. I know like the approach to the lunges, I'm gonna do like 8 reps holding the weight, and then I'm gonna put the weight down and literally just go until failure. Dropping. Oh lordy. These are so hard. I feel like it's also important to do a weight that's like heavy, okay? This is our last superset, our last exercise. We might as well go heavy. Don't cheat yourself, okay? I dare y'all to try this workout. And if you can walk after it, I will be highly impressed. I would literally pay you. Okay, I just got home from the gym. My legs are literally still trembling, which I think is a testament to how good the workout was. All of the details for the workout are also going to be down below in case you want to screenshot it instead of having to watch this video back. I know that makes y'all's life easier. Please tag me, DM me, whatever you gotta do. If you try this workout out, I love hearing feedback and if you guys liked it as much as I did. Instead of ending the video there, I did want to share some of my biggest muscle gaining tips of if you've been trying to grow your quads and you're not seeing progress, these might help you out. My first tip is focusing on your training frequency. I typically recommend training legs 2 to 3 times a week minimum if you really want to start seeing progress a lot faster. I think how you split these leg days up is dependent on your weak points. So if quads are your weak point, I would recommend starting your week with a quad focused leg day, second workout maybe doing some hamstring and glute to give your quad some rest, and then that last leg day of the week being quad focused again. Just as an example from my personal split, I think my hamstrings have always been my strong suit. They're just far more developed than the rest of my leg. So I do one quad focused leg day, which you saw today. My next leg day will be glute focused, and then my third one will be full leg. The second thing to focus on is training intensity. Yeah, you might be going to the gym. Yeah, you might be training legs. But if you're just showing up and you're on your phone and you're hanging out and you're using the same, why can't I literally say words? Why is this a tongue twister? You're using the same weights every week. There we go. Then odds are your intensity is not as high as it should be, or could be. Again, I'm sharing these tips if you like really seriously want to change your legs. You're gonna need to be putting a lot of intensity into your leg days, which you should for all of your workouts, might I add. I'm sure you guys have heard of progressive overload before. What that is in very simple terms, or how you could apply it, is just by increasing your intensity, your sets, your reps, your weights, whenever you can. Week by week, you should push yourself ever so slightly more than the week previous. And if you're training legs frequently enough and intense enough, I promise your progress is going to skyrocket. The next tip is to eat your damn food, okay? I've been there, you've been there. We've all been afraid of food at one point in our lives. We think eating over our maintenance calories is going to ruin our physiques, when in reality, in order to actually put on muscle, you need to be eating, okay? If you're in a caloric deficit, that is probably the #1 reason as to why you're not seeing any sort of muscle gains. I'm not trying to tell you to eat like 1,000 over your maintenance calories. Of course, you will be putting on body fat if you do that, or if you're in a surplus of any kind. But if you're at your maintenance calories or just ever so slightly in a surplus, you will definitely be putting on muscle. Sometimes body fat does come with that, so do mentally prepare yourself if this is something you actually want to do. If you actually want to grow your quads and your legs, you may put on just a little bit of excess body fat, but that is okay. That is kind of what the seasons of training is about. You can always lose that little bit of body fat once you get to the size you're looking for. The last tip I have, and I have many more if you want a part 2 to this, is to prioritize proactive rest and recovery. I'm someone for years that messed this up, okay? So this is one of the things where I'm telling you to learn from my mistakes. I used to be so scared of taking rest days and days off from the gym because I thought it would ruin my progress. In reality, I was ruining my progress by not taking rest days. If you're constantly tearing down your muscle fibers, and never giving them a chance to recover and reform and grow, you're hindering a lot of the progress that could be made. I personally take 2 rest days a week, sometimes even 3 if I feel like my body needs it. It's just about listening to yourself. On top of taking rest days, while those are really important, I also recommend doing things to actually speed up your recovery. Sleeping enough, taking certain supplements if you're deficient in anything or have really high stress cortisol levels, doing things like body work, going and getting massage, even if it's only like once a month or once every other month. I know that is a luxury and not everyone can get that done, but if you can, it can really change how your body recovers. And for me, I have a lot of lower back and hip issues, so when I get body work done, I feel like I can actively train my quads a lot better and activate them a lot more easily. But if you can't do that, just investing in like a good foam roller or a good like recovery ball, just any way to do myofascial release on your own is still great. That is all I have for you guys this week. I hope you enjoyed it. It is so fun filming mic'd up workouts, even though it is definitely a little bit awkward in the gym. I seriously love it, and I hope you guys too. And if you want more of these, let me know. I love you guys, and I will see you next Friday.